So we've seen dictionaries, we've seen zip, and now we are going to break this long line here into smaller parts. So first, let's see what this part here is doing. I'll call it part 1. So we have a list comprehension. We talked about list comprehensions before. You can check our list comprehension tutorial. For intervals mus, which is this list of intervals, but starting from the element 1, so we are not including this perfect first, we are only including this minor second. Then we will have another list which will contain the interval of the first and this item that we are looping, we are iterating through. So when we take a look at this part 1, we have our list of pairs of intervals. So minor second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, diminished fifth, perfect fifth, augmented fifth, minor sixth, minor 7, major 7, and this is the part 1 inside this zip here. Now we have this zip, let's call this part 2. We are mapping from the strings, also starting from the minor second, because I want that the minor second is an interval between the perfect first and the minor second. The major second is an interval between the root and the major second, and so on. Let's do for item in zip print I. Now I have these pairs, so this is a string, and then this is a list of musical intervals, and this is exactly what we do, but this is a tuple, and I want to create a dictionary with the keys are given by this part here, and the values are given by this part here. So what I do is dictionary part 2. I'll call this part 2 now. Now we have here our dictionary using this part 2. I can check the keys of my dictionary, and I can get the value, for example, of the perfect fifth, and I have this list with 2 musical intervals. One is the perfect third, the other one is the perfect fifth, and I have a perfect fifth interval here. So this is what we're doing, this list and this line here, where we use a combination of list comprehension, then 2 lists, then zip, then dictionary. There are other ways how we can achieve the same result, but in this way we've seen multiple interesting Python structures like dictionaries and zip, and we will see that now it will repeat. So we had our list of strings and list of musical intervals, and then we have these dyads, which I'm calling chords with 2 notes, and later we are going to define some triads. So we have the major, minor triad, suspended 2, suspended 4, the augmented triad, the diminished. So we are always using this list. There are easier and faster ways how to do this, but this way you're also learning what are the intervals and what are the notes that you need to use to build a major chord. So we need the first, major third, and the perfect fifth. If you want to build a minor triad, a minor chord with 3 notes, we have the root, the minor third, and the perfect fifth, and so on. And then we're having our dictionary. So when I will call the key major, so I want a major triad, it will give me this list with 3 intervals: the root, the major third, and the perfect fifth. So now we don't need to go through all these lines here, because they are all the same principles. The next time we are going to take a look at the rest of the attributes and methods of our ear training Python class.